Adele. I totally agree. I would have forgotten also. Great. Oh, we are so privileged today to have Meira with us. Okay, so Meira Raanan has been writing about art and Torah for many years. She is the author of The Art of Revelation, a visual encounter with the Torah with the paintings of her husband, Yoram Raanan. She is currently working on a new book, The Art of Contemplation. Her passion is meditation and has been giving workshops about Jewish meditation as well as teaching about the Hebrew months. She will soon be starting a new online meditation series for people living abroad called Meditation as Preparation for Prayer. So now we get to hear from Meira.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone who can turn on their camera, please do, because it's easier to talk to faces. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So the Slonim Rebbe asks, "My Purim, what is Purim?" And then he brings down from the Gemara in Shabbos, "My Hanukkah. What's Hanukkah? Is Hanukkah about the military victory, or is it about the victory of light?" And we know that the answer is the miracle of the light that continues through generations. And so he says, "My Purim." And if I would ask you, what is Purim?
I mean, I'm just doing it because I have an idea.
So you might be surprised at what he says. And he says, "My Purim." Purim is about wiping out Amalek, is Mechiat Amalek, uprooting uprooting Amalek. And he says that Amalek is the source of Ra, of evil, that is within us, within every family, within every generation.
So the girl,
and it is it is an eternal war of evil against good that will be resolved when Mashiach comes. So I just want to say that I truly believe that you wonderful group of women, that every day you come and you are wiping out Amalek with your mitzvah of Ahavta l'recha kamocha, with all your fervent prayer. Like when I hear Naomi saying Nishmat, it's like we're wiping out Amalek every day. But what I want to talk about today is wiping out Amalek with Emunah, through Emunah. There was a wonderful speaker last week, Rachi Koval, and she talked about how happiness is a choice. And so I truly believe that Emunah is a choice. So the Slonim Rebbe brings down two ways to wipe out Amalek through Emunah. He says the first one is to believe that the world was created not for tohu vavohu, but it was created so that it will be filled ultimately with the knowledge of Hashem. And the knowledge of Hashem will fill the world like water. And the belief in the final victory of to really believe in the Geula. So Nomi mentioned Rav Morgenstern. Rav Morgenstern says, it's not enough just to believe. It's not enough to just believe, that we have to pray. We really have to pray for Geula. Now, the thing with Amalek is Amalek weakens our prayers. It fills us with doubt. It's like, oh, we've been praying so long for Mashiach and there's no Mashiach. Like, why continue to pray? Amalek weakens our emunah and also our tefillah. And so he says, as Nomi was saying, that Purim is really about the light of the world to come. It's the highest day of the year. It's like really awesome to think that Purim is even higher than Yom Kippur. And Amalek is this it weakens us. It makes us doubt. And so I was thinking, like, so how do we keep this tefillah going during Purim? There's so many things happening, and it's stressful, and yet, this is the highest day of the year. So there's an exercise in mindfulness meditation called stop. S for stop. T, take a few deep breaths. O, observe. And P, proceed. But I'd like to give this a Jewish twist, and a twist that we can use for Purim. Stop. Many times during the day of Purim, just stop. Stop and take a few deep breaths, like just inhaling. Purim is like we're getting Or Chadash, like in the, Sarah Yehudit in the High Council. She talks about how on Purim, the red carpet to the treasury of Or Chadash. Or Chadash is the light of Latid Lavo, and the red carpet is rolled out. And so it really is an opportunity for us to stop, take a deep breath, let go, just let go of any tension in your body, just let it go like gray smoke, and inhale, like bring in Or Chadash, fill yourself with light. So that's T, take. O, observe. Observe, I'm going to tell you a beautiful Torah from the Baal Shem Tov. It says that a person cannot pray properly. This is an Emunah Tefillah. A person cannot pray properly until you first surround yourself with light on all sides. Take a couple of deep breaths and just feel how Hashem's love is with you. Hashem's light is with you. And then P, proceed to pray. And pray, as Naomi was saying, this is really a day to pray for Geula, and to pray also for our own Geula, and also for Mashiach, for the light of Latid Lavo, like just Hashem, we enough. And as Naomi was saying, it's actually, the Baal Shem Tov brings down that whatever you're praying for yourself, whatever it is, you want a shidduch for one of your children, you want good health, you want to write that book that you're writing, whatever that you're praying, whatever your own personal geula is for you, then pray for that for everyone else also to have that same geula. Pray for the Shekhinah, which is the collective soul of Israel. So whatever you're praying for your own geula prati, and really on Purim, stop and really pray, and especially at the Suda, and also to be praying for Geula. Like we are in such a matzav of we need achdut, we need to be together. So really take time during Purim and stop and pray. Okay, now the other thing that the Slonim Rebbe talks about Emunah, he says that Emunah in Hashem's eternal love for us. And he says that when we go through Yisurim, when we go through difficult times, we have to believe in Hashem's love for us, and that surely Hashem will have mercy on us. And through this, we can sweeten the dinim. So I'll talk in a minute about my own personal experience with this, but I just want to say also that the Or Gedaliahu says, when difficult things happen to us, we have to have faith, the emunah, that this is really from Hashem. Nothing is happenstance. Amalek is asher karcha b'derech. He cools you off. He cools off your passion. But karcha is everything. Amalek is the voice of everything just happens. It's just by accident. And so when we recognize that everything is from Hashem, then we get connected to, we wipe out Amalek. So I just wanted from two personal stories. One is, many of you have heard me talk about this, but I'm going to say it again because I think it's so important. 6.5 years ago on Thanksgiving night, there was a fire in our moshav. It was a time when there were a lot of fires in Israel. And this fire, it was a windy night, Thanksgiving night, and the fire, it jumped from here to there, to here to there. And our neighbor's house over our gate burnt, and the flames came over into our yard and burnt my husband's studio of 40 years of artwork and hundreds of paintings gone. And that night, as we watched the fire, we were trapped. We couldn't get out of our moshav. The entrance was in flames. My husband was looking at the fire and he was saying, "Oh, this is so interesting. The paintings, the oil, the paint, the wood. Oh, it's such an interesting fire." And I was looking at him like, "Are you crazy? Your studio's burning." And he said to me right then, as it was burning, he said, "Hakol min hashamayim," and only good will come from this. And my children were like, when is he going to get depressed? Like, when is it going to hit him that he lost 40 years of work? And I have to tell you, it never happened. He had complete and utter emunah that this was from Hashem and it was only for good. Now I have to say that I was not on the same page as him. Like I was like, I have to say that I believe Emunah is a choice. Emunah is a practice. Lehit amen is to practice. And so the weeks and the months after the fire, I had to practice Emunah. I had to keep telling myself, Hakol min hashamayim, this is from Hashem, and I had to just keep working on it. Now I want to give another example about how when we go through Yisurim, it's really an opportunity to strengthen our faith. This morning I was speaking to a friend, and she's suffering with depression, and she's been trying to deal with it through acupuncture and through natural means. And this morning she said to me, "I'm going to have to go back on my medication." And I said to her, Baruch Hashem, that there's medication that will work, that will help you. And she said to me, "Well, the last time that this happened, it was so difficult. It's going to be so hard for me." And I said to her, where is your emunah? Like, as you believe, so it will be. Like, just say to yourself, have faith, and just say to yourself, it's going to be good. The medication is going to work. I'm going to get over this. And so I have to say that Emunah, the Slonim Rebbe talks about this, how Emunah is also like what we say to ourselves. It's speaking out loud so that our ears can hear what our mouth is saying. So as many of you know, I went through some difficult medical trying times. And throughout it all, I kept saying out loud, Ani ma'amina be'emunah shlema, I believe with complete faith in the treasure house of free gifts that Hashem is granting me good health, radiant health. And sometimes, like, to get rid of that voice of Amalek that is saying, what if you should have done maybe this and maybe that. And it's like, I'm not going to listen to those voices of Amalek, and just out loud, say it out loud. I believe in you, Hashem. I believe that you are granting me good health. And along with that, I'm praying for everyone else to have good health. Okay. I'd like to share one more thing about Emunah from Rav Morgenstern's book, Yom HaChochmah. So, when we came out of Mitzrayim, we had all these miracles, and we come to Refidim, and there's no water. And we say, And we say like, is Hashem b'kirbeinu or ein? Is Hashem with us or not? Like Hashem with us? And it's like, how could it be like after all these miracles that we're questioning, is Hashem with us or not? And then right after that, what happens? Amalek comes. And so Rav Morgenstern says that when we come to this place of doubt, is Hashem with me or not? He says, when we don't feel Hashem shining his face, when you don't feel Hashem shining his face upon you, and we feel we're in this place of Hester Panim, he said, then we have to la'alot. We have to lift ourselves up. And we have to litbonen, we have to meditate. And we have to strengthen our nefesh. Our nefesh is like, our body, our animal soul, with the true Emunah. Like, what is true Emunah? True Emunah is Hashem iti imi ve'etzli. That Hashem is truly with me, surrounding me, is with me on all sides, in the aspect of Yesh Hashem b'kirbeinu, that Hashem is with me. Even though you feel far away from Hashem, and even though you feel Hester, you can strengthen your Emunah, true Emunah, that there is no boundaries to Hashem's rachamim. And so when we have these voices of doubt and of feeling, Amalek makes us feel weak and powerless, it is within our power always and all times to strengthen our Emunah by just meditating on the fact that Hashem is really always with us. And I just want to end with some words from the Lubavitcher Rebbe, and he said that and a prayer for all of us. LaYudim haita or v'simcha v'sason vikar. May there be for the Jews, for all of us. I pray that there be for all of us light and joy and gladness and honor. And the Lubavitcher Rebbe says, what is light? Light is Torah. And what an aura means enlightened consciousness, expanded consciousness. It says in Mishlei, there's a pasuk in Mishlei that says, Kol yemei ani ra'im v'tov lev mishteh tamid. All the days of a poor person are bad, but the tov lev is constantly feasting. And it's not talking about all the days of physical poverty. It's talking about what is Ra? It is constricted consciousness. And what is the opposite of that is expanded consciousness. And the Shulchan Aruch ends with talking about Purim, that Tov Lev Mishteh Tabi, that someone who has expanded consciousness, they're always feasting. Their heart is always feasting. So I really bless us all to expand our consciousness. And by the way, it says that what is the most prized possession that a person can acquire? And the answer is expanded consciousness. So I just bless us all with light and also with simcha, which the Rebbe says is just pure joy. I bless us with pure joy this Purim. May we dance, may we celebrate, may we feel joy in all the cells of our body. And Sason, the Rebbe says, is deep inner peace, deep inner peace. And finally, Ikar, where every person honors the dignity of each and every one else, and all these things wipe out Amalek. And so I wish us all a Purim Sameach, and may we really experience and feel a taste of the Geula this Purim. And thank you, Naomi, and thank you all.
Wow.
Beautiful. Thank you,
Thank
Meira. Amazing.
Wow,
Thank
gorgeous.
Thank you, Meira.
Beautiful.
Judith, do you want to lead us
Shakaya
in?
Meira, thank you so much.
Yes,
Amen. Judith, you want to lead us in?
yes.
So I just, before everybody thanks, I just wanted to make sure no